lovers of football, welcome to Cincinnati's Paycor Stadium. Today, a battle out of the AFC. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Bengals fans, please welcome your 2025 Cincinnati Bengals.
Cam Little out for the opening kick. And away we go in Cincinnati. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. And at the helm won his second Comeback Player of the Year award last year with a career-best season. Now in year 6 here in the NFL, it's Joe Burrow.
Joe showed yet again, when healthy, and this guy is an MVP caliber player. He was a stat monster. Almost 5,000 yards passing and 43 touchdowns. And really elevated a Cincinnati team, especially defensively with a lot of flaws, right to the precipice of the playoffs.
Chase Brown, his intended target out of the backfield. And now it's second down. Burrow from the gun. Chased out to his right. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
Third and short, it's Burrow. Incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
So on fourth down, Bengals calling on Ryan Rico for the punt. Parker Washington to return this for the Jags. He's got it at the 24. And he's brought down before the return gets far. So here are the Jaguars taking over for the first time on offense. They're brought out by the fifth-year man out of Clemson. Hard to believe it's year 5, isn't it, Brock? Former #1 overall pick, Trevor Lawrence.
When you have a franchise quarterback, and Trevor is that guy in Jacksonville, you typically don't slump to bottom 5 in the draft, but that's where the Jags have found themselves. That's why there's a new system, a new coach, and really a new lease on life for Trevor in what becomes a very big year in his career.
That's the rookie from Texas A&M who took him down. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the first down.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Inside handoff goes to ETN. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
2nd and 13. Pass brought in by Parker Washington. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
Washington, a gain of 10 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Third and just 2 to go. They'll run here, ETN. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. First and 10 from the 41. On play action now, Lawrence. Connection made, Travis Etienne. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
Complete to Travis Etienne. It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Jaguars.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Here's Etienne on first down. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. Second down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. They go right back to Etienne. Finds a small seam, that's good for 5. Make it third down.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
All right, 2 yards to go here on third down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. Lawrence working from the gun. And the Bengals are too much. They take it down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Cam Little getting the call on fourth down here to put 3 up for the Jaguars. It's a 33-yard look from the right hash. Little knocks it through. And that one is going to get them on the scoreboard.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead, and a little early momentum with that field goal.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. His return starts at the 5. Takes out a 1-stop. And this drive will start inside the 25. Cincinnati headed back out for its second drive now. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes first and 10. Play action now. Burrow. This is hauled in by T. Higgins. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
24 yards. That's good for us Cincinnati Bengals. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Going play action here. Burrow. Gets it to his man, Mike Gesicki. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
First give of the game here to Chase Brown. And he picks up a nice chunk before the stop is made.
19 more yards. That's a first and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Still on the move, coming to the line for first and 10. Here's Brown again. And they're on him right as he gets back to the line. Great recovery after they got gashed on that last play.
Well, one defender failed. Well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Burrow out of the shotgun. And he's not going to escape this. The Jags drop him. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
Bend. Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Got to figure out this third down here. Coming gun on third down. It's Burrow. Finds him over the middle. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
On fourth down, out comes the Bengals field goal team and Evan McPherson. Ball on the left hash, 37 yards out. McPherson's kick is good. And we're outside up now in the first half.
You know, you look at that third down play, looking back, and it really turns into a three-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Fielded at the 7. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Second drive of the game upcoming for this Jaguar offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to set them up with a first down on a huge gain.
It's a gain of 20.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
First down throw, Lawrence. Short pass brought in. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Jaguar first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Many slated downs to approach here from the 40. Now a give to ETN running right. And this drives him back out of field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Here's Lawrence to throw. Here comes the screen for ETN. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
Complete to Travis Etienne. It's a loss of a yard. And it's...
At the end of one, a field goal for each side, but no one has found the end zone just yet. Both teams neck and neck so far. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. Back for the second quarter. It's Jaguar football. They'll need a big play to continue a nice drive. It's third and very long. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
A 59-yard attempt.
It's no good. It had the leg, but his aim wide right. And we do not get a third field goal of the game as we stay tied at 3-3.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
Cincinnati just about set for its next offensive possession. And they brought out their kicker for a field goal their last possession. This time they'll look to bring him out for an extra point instead. Burrow now on first down. Put some heat on this. Brought in inside the 20. And this gets the whole way down to the 11-yard line.
It's a gain of 40. And the Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
On first down, here's Burrow. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Off the play fake, Burrow. Oh, no touchdown, it's intercepted! Chad Momo's got it.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw, but you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes first and 10. Here's ETN to begin the drive. He will be stopped now, but a lot to like about that effort.
ETN, the ball carrier. Tackle made at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
Quite the start to that drive, huh? The first play sets him up now at the 38. ETN gets it on the draw. And progress finally halted after he picks up a chunk.
He's across midfield.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's first and 10. ETN again. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The runs that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Need a better result than that last run. It's second and 8. From the 47. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. That's going to leave him with a tough third and long.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Throwing is Lawrence on third down. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a fourth down.
I can say this definitively. That is not the way you thank your defense for giving you the football. Don't follow that other quarterback steps and toss it right back to him. You got away with one.
On fourth down, it's Logan Cook on for the Jaguars to punt it away. And he put just a little too much on this one as it hits in the end zone for a touchback. So now here comes the Bengals on offense. Their last series sure was looking like points up until that interception, Brock. Hopefully they can move the ball similarly well as they take over here. Brown on the inside give. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. From the 23. We've got a screen to the running back. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. He manages a gain of 8 there. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Burrow on first down. Finding Brown back-to-back plays. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
2nd and 6 now. On the quick slant here, it's Higgins. And he'll get it up to the 44. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Brown. And he takes it across midfield and into Jaguars territory. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Shotgun handoff to Tiburon. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First down, Burrow to throw. Gets him on the in route. And they get this down to the 28. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Burrow from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
Burrow setting up the play action. That's complete to Gesicki outright. And he's brought down after a short gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
They send the tight end in motion. Again, it's Burrow. Quick slant. Here's Gesicki. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up third down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Burrow's going to sneak it. And he's going to be touched down at that spot, which means the effort makes it first and goal.
It's a gain of 2. And the Bengals first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
Burrow setting the throw. And the Jaguars are there. He's hauled down. And the pressure drives them backwards.
Well, now this is certainly going to make second and goal considerably more difficult. He could have gotten rid of it to avoid the big loss, but give some credit here to the defense as well. That pressure was suffocating, and it's going to make it a more difficult now second and goal situation.
Headed in the wrong direction, Brock, as they take second and goal now from the 13. Another try following the sack. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he drives this forward to the 6. Couldn't get it the last 2 snaps. Another shot at 6 here on third and goal. From the gun on third down, it's Burrow. Escapes the pocket, and he will score. It's a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals get some late points and the lead. Joe Burrow with the touchdown.
Okay, we talked to enough coaches over the years, and find me a good red zone offense, and typically you'll find me a good creative quarterback, one that can extend a play, use his legs as effectively as he can his arm.
Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. Pressure gets there, right side, it's blocked! And the Jaguars grab it! And against all odds, they get the block and return it all the way for 2.
Kate, plays like these and moments like these are such a reminder of every last little detail. I know some would call this luck, but I guarantee you they practice. They look at launch angles. They look at vulnerabilities. They look at chances for attack. And when they can get their hands up and block that point after and take it to the house, they will celebrate that one in the film room later.
Things going well so far. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. The Jaguars, then running back Travis Etienne, trotting back out to the field. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Now it's Lawrence. Into the hands of his running back, Etienne. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Now Lawrence on the play fake. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
The Jaguars in a punt formation. Charlie Jones on the Bengals return. And he's got this fair catch right along the 12-yard line. The Cincinnati offense headed out now. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Throw left side, and Gesicki has it. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
And looky here, you don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
27-yard line.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Burrow out of the shotgun. Hits him on the out route. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Cincinnati uses its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Well, bless his heart. Where some quarterbacks look off double coverage and check it down, this guy just attacks it head on. And why wouldn't he if he's capable of beating it for that kind of result?
1st and 10 from the 41. Now Burrow. Finds him on the crossing route. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. On 1st down, here's Burrow. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal. So a 1-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report. All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our 2nd half. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Jacksonville has its offense out there to start this 3rd quarter. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground to begin this drive with ETN. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. From the gun, ETN gets it. He got mighty close, didn't he? But they marked him just short of the first. He's at the 34.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Here we go, goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. Lawrence here running the sneak. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
First down, ball at the 36. On play action now, Lawrence. Couldn't find a completion on first down.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. They go play action. Lawrence looking for a target toward the sideline, and he's got it. Impressive play, but they are well shy of the first down.
That one came with a higher degree of difficulty. He had to balance focusing on the catch while staying in bounds.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Lawrence working from the gun. Catch is made down the right sideline. It's a gain of 29 yards. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let...
Zach Taylor decisive. He's got the challenge flag out there.
The previous play is under review.
Well, we're going to see how much of a sideline maven he is, Brock. This one very close, whether he got the feet down or not.
And I'm so impressed by all these mavens because you've got to make that transition from college where 1 foot, you're good.
Yep.
But not at this level. You've got to be a ballerina. You've got to get those toes both in, and the replay booth will be the judge of it.
A second look confirms that initial call. Zach Taylor's challenge unsuccessful. Counter give to ETN. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Looking to throw. Lawrence has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Out of the gun, Lawrence. Complete beyond the marker. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's a Jaguar first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Out of the gun, a give to ETN. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. He completes it in traffic. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Lawrence looking to throw. That's caught. He's got Washington. And he's going to be stopped after a pickup of 9, and that's going to make it 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Jacksonville.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. ETN will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the 2nd level. Well, someone from the 2nd level came to beat him on his turf, and that meeting didn't go so well.
Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's 2nd and goal. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, we've got a 1st down here. So they make the stop, but they do it with some illegal aid. The referees say there was interference that time.
And this is why it is so hard to stop these offenses. It's hard enough to cover.
Touchdown, Jacksonville! The Jaguars take the lead right away in half number 2.
Jacksonville.
Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock, but I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Cam Little to try the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Jaguars push their lead to 3. As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Here's Charlie Jones with the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Bengals and Joe Burrow all set to take over. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Burrow on 1st down. He's got Brown on the slant. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Now it's Brown. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Yeah, you'd sure love to see a little more yardage when you get into the open field, but this offense, it will take a new set of downs with that toss run.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Straight ahead, it's Brown. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Stopped by Foye Oluokun.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of reaction time you want when you face a draw play. They broke on it shortly after the draw started, and they contained it to a minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Burrow from the gun. Short pass brought in. And we'll have a 4-yard gain on that one. He's taken down at the 44.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
3rd and short, it's Burrow. He has the first over the middle. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
15 yards. That's good for a Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Falcon isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Trying again, following the set. Jump off caught by his back. It's going to be a short pickup down to the 45. Eric Armstead there on the stop.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Jaguars with an extra defensive back out there, 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Burrow. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And the catch is made. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals grab the lead on their first series of the half. T. Higgins, the touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
McPherson at the point after. And this one thankfully knocks off the mark. He gets it to go. All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our 2nd half. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Washington now to return. This makes it up to the 25. The Jaguars and Travis Hunter ready for their next look on offense. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. They'll give this up the middle to ETN. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That is caught by Brian Thomas Jr. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's Jaguars football. They trail, but it's still within reach. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. Got his man. Thomas has it. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. They get 6 and a first down as well.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Here's ETN on first down. And they're approaching midfield with that gain of 6. He's up to the 46.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
46-yard line.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. They go right back to ETN. And all he can get is a yard here, Brock. It's going to be 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll run here, ETN. And the run will not work. He is stopped at the line. This is going to be 4th and short.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. One of the tight ends motioning right. They're going to try with ETN. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
I love watching those running backs do their drill, especially in practice where they just keep those legs churning. They keep those legs moving for situations just like that one.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Inside handoff goes to ETN. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate, training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ryan Thomas Jr., his intended target. So they're left facing 3rd and long. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Here comes the screen for ETN. Duke the defender. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker. 4th down.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
Here's a give to ETN. And he will not get there. They stop him at the line and come through to get the turnover on downs.
These 4th down runs, it's all about want to and will. Want to keep it conservative offensively, try to move it across, but that defense was having none of it. And now they get themselves off the field.
The Bengals and T. Higgins back in possession here. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. And after watching their passing attack take them the length of the field last drive, Brock, I expect we're probably going to see a heavy dose of the aerial attack again here. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Completed over the middle. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Third down, 1 yard to go. He's going to keep this one. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have fourth down coming up.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Bengals send out the punting unit. And this will be his second effort of the contest. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. The Jacksonville offense back on the field now. And after they were stopped on fourth down their prior possession, Brock, you got to wonder if they're going to be confident enough to go for it again if they get to that point here. Here's ETN to begin the drive. And his charge towards the line, it's right around 3 yards.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts, the very minimal gain.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Now it's Lawrence. Gets it to him on the screen. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
And the Bengals bringing out a 5th DB. They're in the nickel, 3rd down. Looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. 4th down, that much tougher.
As we're into the 4th quarter, we know this. We know that money down could not be any more important than right now. Both sides are certainly fatigued. You feel it in both their play. But battling through what's been a physical contest all game long, going to be the key here down the stretch.
Jacksonville in punt formation. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. The Bengals and Joe Burrow all set to take over. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. 1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 31 yards. And the Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
On 1st down, here's Burrow. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
That's another Bengals first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Cincy. Bengals up by 4. All set up now for 1st and 10. Burrow out of the shotgun. This throw is caught. He's got the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals now lead by 10. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
McPherson at the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bengals drive their lead to 11. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff.
For Cincinnati.
Washington now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Out now runs the Jaguars offense. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Lawrence. It is cut left side. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Connecting on the slant. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. Lawrence now off the play action. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender right at the exact same time there. So that brings up 2nd down.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Once again here, 2nd and 10. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They get 13 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Going on 1st down, Lawrence. He's going to tuck it and run. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's 2nd. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. It's 2nd and goal. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
Dumped off to his running back. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Now to throw. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now it's decision time on 4th and goal.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you've got a great chance to win. He got the job done, Kate. That one is good. Now I think we all ask the question that they're probably asking on the headsets. With one timeout remaining, will they try an onside kick? Or do you rely on your defense and try to pin them deep?
They'll try to get this back now, but only 25 seconds left to work with. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
Out comes the offense for the Bengals. Their lead's still more than a field goal, thankfully, should the worst happen, Brock. But obviously the goal here is to hang on to the ball and try to run this game out.
Yeah, the goal is to get to the best formation in the history of offensive football. The victory formation.
The victory formation.
That is all that you're thinking right now is just make these plays, run out this clock so we could take one more knee and celebrate. They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So the Bengals pick up the win in this one. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And, Kay, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.